Now our bass, his name is Mr. Tom Long, and he sings the bass part, and so he's the rumbly guy down in the bottom there. Makes it all worthwhile. Very good, so that's the bass line. Now we add the guy who floats the melody, above the melody, the tenor, which is the unique part to barbershop harmony. This is Kevin Koczka singing the tenor line. My wild Irish rose, the sweetest flower that grows. So that's the tenor. So that's 3 out of 4, and then we got somebody, they call him the baritone, kind of like the jump part. Any part of the chord that needs to be filled in, that's the baritone. And this is Mr. Dan Hawrylczak, and he sings the baritone line. No, Dan, sing the words along there. The words. They don't call him a baritone for nothing. Sit down. Wild Irish rose, the sweetest flower that grows. You may search everywhere, but none can compare with my wild Irish rose. My wild Irish rose, the dearest flower that grows, and someday for my sake she may let me take the bloom from my wild Irish rose. Bloom from my wild Irish rose. Wild Irish rose. A prayer dedicated to all the veterans who have served our great country. Oh, shine on me in the morning, shine on me. Will the light in the lighthouse shine on me? Shine on me in the evening, shine on me. I wonder if the lighthouse will shine on me. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He has loosed the faithful lightning of his terrible swift sword. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. In the beauty of the lilies, Christ was born across the sea, with a glory in his bosom that transfigures you and me. As he died to make and holy. Let us die to make men free while God is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. His truth is marching on. Hallelujah. Amen.
Do we have any pilots here in the room? Anybody a former pilot? No? Okay, forget about that one then. I'll tell you about me cousin Seamus. Me cousin Seamus over in Ireland. We, as a quartet, went over there traveling. Well, he works in a construction yard. And he brought us over to the construction yard. He told us of a terrible tragedy that had happened just the week before. There appears there were 3 of his co-workers, and they were sitting up on top of a girdered beam building that they've been building on the 17th floor. One of the largest buildings in all of Dublin, Ireland. So they were sitting up there, and the first gentleman opens up his lunch pail. And inside that lunch pail he says, "Oh, for heaven's sake, ham and cheese sandwiches." Again! I told my wife, I said, "Ham and cheese sandwiches, I can't stand them. Please, don't make me them anymore." The second fellow opens up his. "Well, don't you know there was cheese sandwiches in there?" He says, "Oh, not again. Cheese sandwiches, would you look at this?" He says, "I can't stand this any longer. It's about all I can take." And the third gentleman, sitting up on that beam, he opens up. He says, "Oh, for goodness sake, the same thing I had every day for the last week, peanut butter and jelly." He says, "I'm with you. Tomorrow, if we have all these sandwiches, the same thing every day, we'll have to do something terrible. We'll end it all." So the next day, they come to lunch hour. They're sitting up on the beam. First man opens up, ham and cheese. Second one opens up, cheese sandwiches. Third one opens up, he says, peanut butter and jelly. So they grasp hands together and they leap to their death. 17 stories down. It's a terrible tragedy. So at the funeral, the wives are absolutely distraught. They have no idea. So the first wife says, "I don't understand. I thought my husband loved ham and cheese sandwiches." And the second wife says, "Well, I thought the same thing. I thought my husband loved the cheese sandwiches." And the third wife looked at the others and says, "I really don't understand, because my husband always made his own sandwiches." So it was kind of a strange yard, and I'll tell you a little bit more about our trip when we get there. But I tell you what, this has been quite a winter here, and wouldn't it be nice just to take a little trip down south?
I'm so tired of this dull routine. Up to town on the 8:15. Back at night, off to bed, and then get up and start it all over again. Let's take a boat to Bermuda. Let's take a plane to St. Paul. Let's take a kayak to Quincy or Nyack. Let's get away from it all. Let's take a trip in a trailer. No need to come back at all. Let's take a powder to Boston for chowder. Let's get away from it all. We'll travel around from town to town. We'll visit every state. I'll repeat, I love you, sweet, in all the 48. Let's go again to Niagara. This time we'll look at the falls. Let's leave our hut, dear, get out of our rut, dear. Let's get away from it, really away from it. Let's get away from it all.
I'd like to have us do a song about an occupation that I really would love to do. And Gary, take it away.
Shine, I'm fine. Now if you're ever at the corner of 4th and Grand, a little ball of rhythm has a shoe shine stand. People gather round and they clap their hands. He's a great big bundle of joy. He pops a boogie, boogie rag, Chattanooga shoe shine boy. Well, he opens up the stand when the clock strikes 9. He likes to get 'em early when they're feeling fine. Everybody get a little rise and shine. He's a great big bundle of joy. He pops a boogie, boogie rag, Chattanooga shoe shine boy. Now it's a wonder that his rag don't tear the way he makes it. Pop, pop, pop. You want to listen to him, fan in the air. Why don't you listen to him, fan in the air? Well, he charges you a nickel just to shine one shoe. He makes all the kind of leather look like new. Really makes you want to dance when he gets through. He's a great big bundle of joy. He pops a boogie, boogie rag, Chattanooga shoe shine boy. Shine, we'll find the Chattanooga shoe shine boy. Hey there, say there, listen if you can. You're about to hear the story of a crazy man. I just saw a maniac, crazy man, maniac, wild, so wild and tearing his hair and yelling something about a girl. Me oh my, lost a girl, man oh man, you should have been there. When we asked him for the girl's description, he just answered all of us with this conniption. 5'2", eyes of blue, but oh what those 5 foot could do. Has anybody seen my girl? My girl. Have you seen her turned up nose, turned down nose, flapper, yes sir, one of those. Has anybody seen my girl? My little girl. Now if you run into 5'2", covered with fur, got diamond rings and all those things, bet your life it isn't her. Could she love, could she woo, could she coo? Has anybody seen my girl? My old girl. Now if you run into 5'2", covered with fur, if you got diamond rings and all those things, bet your life it isn't her. What could she love, could she woo? Could she coo? Has anybody seen my girl? Oh, where's my baby? Anybody seen my little sweet girl? Anyone seen my girl?
So my cousin Seamus, like I was telling you, he's a terrific craftsman, just an amazing in Ireland. So he and his buddy Muldoon are sitting up top of this great big brick chimney that they just completed. It's very tall, sitting up on top. And as they do after each job, they sat down and they just said, let's have a pint and we'll think about what we've done. So they're sitting up there laughing, and after about half an hour, Muldoon, he gets a little bit concerned and he says, you fool, Seamus. He says, Seamus says, what's the problem? He says, Look, you've been looking at the map and the drawings of the plans for this here chimney upside down. We were supposed to be digging a well. So they had to tear the whole thing down. I'm not quite sure how that made out with the boss, but that's what he was telling me about. Now the songs that we love to sing from the 1890s or so, they have unique, lots of harmony in them already, and a lot of them you might know along, so we put together a little medley, and feel free to sing along. Not too loud, because it really screws us up. The old songs, the good old songs for me. I love to hear those minor chords and good close harmony. Let me call you sweetheart, I'm in love with you. Let me hear you whisper that you love me too. Keep the love light glowing in your eyes so true. Let me call you sweetheart, I'm in love with you. Down our way, both night and day, you know everybody and they all know you. And even policemen say, how do you do? Pals by the score and gals galore, and that old gang of mine, they sang Sweet Adeline. Down our way, down our way. So nice to see lots of friendly faces out there. Thank you for coming over.
My Coney Island baby. Yeah.
Coney Island Baby. No. We know it, but we've never sung it before. We've never sung any of these songs before. Like I said, I met them out in the parking lot. We went down to the PX. They had these suits on sale. Here we
You want to
are.
bring him? How about I Want a Girl?
So, when we went to Ireland, we're taking a little trek, and I don't know if you've ever been there, but many of the roads are very, very narrow. There's hedgerows just up and down the side of the road. They're so narrow that you can't, there's only room for a couple of cars. So we're traveling down the road, and I get behind this car on the way to Seamus's house, and this car had a back window, and the window was filled up with luggage to the very top. I have no idea how the man was seeing what he was doing, but all of a sudden, traveling behind me, the blinker starts going and it's flashing at me as if he's going to make a turn. So I said to him, I said, for goodness sakes, what am I got to stop this because it's driving me crazy after a while. So I pull up alongside of him and I yelled through my window, I said, pull over, pull over, pull over. So he pulls over to the side, he rolls his window down, and I said, look, it's your blinker, it's going. He says, you got to turn it off, it's driving me crazy, I don't know when you're going to turn. So he gets out of the car, now I'm getting a little worried. He gets out of the car, and he's standing there, and he comes around the back of his car with a big window full of stuff, and he goes, oh my heavens! He says, this is terrible, it's the worst thing that's ever happened to me in my life. My wife, she's going to kill me, and I don't know what I'm going to do. And I said, sir, now step back just a minute. He says, calm down. It's only your tail light on the blink. And he said, forget about the tail light. Where's me trailer? But we did make it over to Seamus's house. Eventually we got there. Eventually.
Well, the girl of my dreams.
Do you know what it means to miss New Orleans and miss it each night and day? I know I'm not wrong, the feeling's getting stronger the longer I stay away. Miss the moss-covered pines, the tall sugar pines, where mockingbirds used to sing. And I'd like to see the lazy Mississippi a-hurrying into spring. The moonlight on the bayou, a Creole tune that fills the air. I dream about magnolias in June, and soon I'm wishing that I was there. Do you know what it means to miss New Orleans when that's where you left your heart? And there's something more, I miss the one I care for more than I miss New Orleans. The moonlight on the bayou, a Creole tune that fills the air. I dream about magnolias in June, and soon I'm wishing that I was there. Do you know what it means to miss New Orleans when that's where you left your heart? And there's something more, I miss the one I care for more than I miss New Orleans, miss New Orleans.
Okay, we are the Attaboys. We are a quartet. We are a member of the Society for the Preservation and Encouragement of Barbershop Quartet Singing in America. The initials are SBEBSQSA. Got that?
Say that again.
SBEBSQSA, Society for the Preservation and Encouragement of Barbershop Quartet Singing in America, which is sort of a misnomer because it's actually a worldwide organization now with about, 35,000 members. What? So our society is in every state and multiple countries. We have South America. We have Russia. We have Russia. We have Netherlands, Sweden, England, South Africa, Australia. So.
And our lovely neighbors.
And this is an art form that originated in America. We have jazz and we have this, and I think that's the two indigenous forms that are widely celebrated in the world that have, among other little funny flavors of that. But did we join a union? No, not yet. If we get paid, we join a union. We're working on it.
We had in Rochester, down by the lake, Charlotte. They have it once a year there on a Sunday, Barbershop.
Barbershop on the beach, we performed at that.
Yeah,
Yes.
were you there last year?
Not last year.
The year before, maybe?
Rochester's
Yeah,
got.
I've seen you guys.
Our competitions are held in Rochester, and there's
Well, we're from Rochester.
chapter there also that we.
When I heard you were down, I wanted to stop in. I'm fortunate enough to hear you today. I'm happy.
We are a men's a cappella 4-part harmony organization. There are female counterpart organizations. So if you're interested in singing in this style, come see one of us after, and we'll hook you up and invite you down. Our chapter meets on Tuesday night at 7:30. We can use basses. That's good. We can use all of them.
Stand up here, please.
So drop by and talk to us if you're interested. We're always welcome newcomers. So
These are a couple of songs. We do a fundraiser every year for our chorus, our chapter, for singing Valentines, and so we'll just throw these out for you here in case you want to send a singing Valentine to your favorite gal or guy next year.
Heart of my heart, I love you. Life would be naught without you. Light of my life, my darling, I love you. I love you. I can forget you never. From you I ne'er can
And another one. We like singing the girl songs.
Last night alone on our way home, you turned and said to me, I love you so and I want to know, what do you think about me? Sweet and lovely, that's what you are to me. Sugar and spice and everything nice, you're all a girl should be. Soon we'll marry, you'll be my blushing bride. I will smile all the while you're by my side, my side. I will smile all the while you're by my side,
Well, thank you. Mr. Basso Profundo. Yes, I had to think.
This is a very unusual story, but it has to do with two grooms that decided that they wanted to get married. Well, the wedding is all over with, and they are at their party afterwards, and the bride groom says to the groom, he says, I have something to tell you. We're expecting a baby groom. They looked at her and said, how could this be? We've never even swept together.
Very good.
Yesterday. Beatles tune.
Yesterday I heard a lover sigh, goodbye, oh me, oh my. 7 times he got aboard his train, and 7 times he hurried back to kiss his love again, and tell her toot-toot-tootsie goodbye, toot-toot-tootsie don't cry. The choo-choo train that takes me away from you, no words can tell how sad it makes me. Kiss me, tootsie, and then do it over again. Or you just watch for the mail, I'll never fail. If you don't get a letter, then you know I'm in jail. Oh honey, toot-toot-tootsie, don't cry, toot-toot-tootsie, goodbye. When somebody says goodbye to me, I'm sad as I can be. Not so with this loving Romeo. He seems to take a lot of pleasure saying goodbye to his treasure. Toot-toot-tootsie, goodbye, toot-toot-tootsie, don't cry. The choo-choo train that takes me away from you, no words can tell how sad it makes me. Kiss me, tootsie, and then do it over again. Just watch for the mail, I'll never fail. If you don't get a letter, then you know I'm in jail. Oh honey, toot-toot-tootsie, don't cry. Toot-toot-tootsie, goodbye, don't cry. Bye-bye, tootsie, don't cry.
Thank you all so very much. It's been really nice to be here to sing, and I promise next week on Wednesday when you see me in the hall, I'll be back in my scrub working in the dental service over there. I won't be singing with my tuxedo on. it's not hygienic, and I don't think my wife would like to wash this all the time. We'd like to, we have a couple more songs for you. The first one is a song that we learned to sing in a contest that we were in Rochester, and it sums up a lot of the feelings that we have when we come here, and especially for myself, when I come in here every day, meeting and getting to know all the veterans and their families sometimes. It's a pure joy. So thank you for your time and listening to us today.
Getting to know all
Our song was a song of tomorrow. Our hearts were as high as the sky. But songs are forgotten and skies often gray. Nevertheless, there is this I can say. From the first hello to the last goodbye, it's been awfully nice to know you. So excuse the parting sigh, and I'll watch you go with my head held high. You've been dear and sweet, a pleasure to meet, a special treat, say I, from the first hello to the last So everyone here in the room, I'm sure, knows the words to the next song, and as our closing song, A Prayer for America, just join on in, we'll sing through the chorus once. God bless America. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Thank you all very much. One more? Do we get you to do one more?
girl of my dreams.
Okay, one more. One more.
If it's not going to throw your voices up, throw us up.
I'm right on the edge, man.
Thank you.
Blue skies up above, everyone's in love, up a lazy river with me, woo, up a lazy river by the old mill run, that lazy, lazy river in the noonday sun, linger in the shade of a kind old tree, throw away your troubles, dream a dream with me. Up a lazy river by the robin's song, awakes a bright new morning, we can loaf along. Blue skies up above, everyone's in love. Up a lazy river, how happy you can be. Up a lazy river with me, wah, wah, wah. Up a lazy river by the old mill run, the lazy, lazy river in the noonday sun. Linger in the shade of the kind old tree.
Throw away your troubles,
Dream with me up a lazy river where the robin's song awaits a bright new morning we can loaf along. Blue skies up above, everyone in love. Up a lazy river, how happy you can be. I said, oh.